Hello again, and welcome to Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase here on Cable 12. I'm Bob Parcell.
And I'm Steve Furrow.
Thank you very much for watching, and please check out our company website you see on your screen of mountaintolake.com.
We'd love for you to come by our office in Uptown Rocky Mount at 195 South Main Street. We'd love for you to stop in there and visit with us if you're interested in buying or selling property. We have someone there at the office Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. And if those hours don't work for you, Bob, we'll come to them whenever it's convenient. Is that fair to say?
We're very easy to get in contact with. We'll try to be as responsive as we can.
You bet.
Sure.
You bet. Well, Bob, we typically go over kind of where the market is and what's going on around different places, but I'm going to just shake things up a little bit today. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be, I believe.
I like your attitude, Bob. So today we're going to play a little game. It's going to call Myth or Reality. Are you up for it?
Okay. Myth or reality?
Myth or reality. So what's going to happen is I'm going to share with you a statement about real estate and the market, etc. And then you're going to have the chance to chime in and say myth or reality. And if it's a myth, you're going to set the record straight. Is that fair?
We'll try.
You can do it, Bob.
Okay.
You can do it. Here we go. All right. Myth or reality? Myth or reality? So, Bob, should I wait till interest rates fall? Should I wait
To purchase a property?
to purchase a property?
Well, I guess I have to take reality as meaning that's a fact. So if I'm forced to choose, I would say I would say myth, because excuse me. What I would do in this market with a low inventory is look at everything that became available, because you don't have a lot of choices, unfortunately, at this time. If a property came along as of interest, I would get it regardless of the interest rate. If there was, excuse me, if there were 45 homes for sale in my price range, I might try to wait because I knew I could pick one up later. That'd be my answer.
Okay. All right. So maybe marry the home, not the rate. Is that fair to say?
Okay.
All right. Now, the second question, myth or reality? I'll get a better deal when prices crash. Myth or reality, Bob?
Well, again, I'm gonna have to assume reality means it's a fact, so I would say myth on that.
Okay.
I mean, because you don't know if prices will crash. We don't know if interest rates go down, what's going to happen to house prices. So I personally not try to time the market. Again, what I would do in this area of the world is be extremely aware of everything that was available, so that when I saw something of interest, I've got a little background on the houses I've seen previously that enabled me to make that big leap to buy it. And there's such a low inventory, I think I would go with the myth on that one, Steve.
So to dig a little deeper, Bob, if you could look into your crystal ball, do you anticipate home prices to crash in the next 6 to 12 months? Do you see anything like that tells you that that's...
I would say no.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Obviously, that's a guess.
Yeah. Well, nobody knows what the future holds.
Right.
We can always use our experience and knowledge, kind of what we see going on, is to help give us some prediction. So,
Okay.
Last question, myth or reality? I won't be able to find anything. So if I'm a home buyer and I tell you I won't be able to find anything, is that a myth?
I would say out of those three questions, that's the biggest myth.
Yep.
You will be able to find something. Probably the issue with a buyer is if you find something of interest, other buyers are also going to find it of interest, and you need to be ready to feel comfortable moving forward, which means all your financing is in order, convey that to the seller, and try to beat out some other offers that would come in.
Okay.
So I definitely think that's a myth.
All right.
But you better be ready. I mean, it's hard to like walk into a home and say, I want to buy this house. You know, that's a hard thing to do. Not only is it a lot of money, you're going to live there, but I think by looking at a lot of properties ahead of time, you know the market, you're comfortable moving forward. And as we said before on this show, we'll be more than happy to meet with the buyer to go over all the paperwork so that when you find a property of interest, you understand completely the documents and you're simply focusing on that house and not these 17 pieces of paper. What do they all mean?
Right, yeah. Okay.
So next time on the show, I'd like to play Myth and Reality and ask Mr. Furrow a few questions.
Ooh, gonna switch it up, are you, Bob?
Yep.
All right, well, we can do that next
ready.
time. All right. We'll stay tuned, guys, for that to the next week. But right now, Bob, what do you say? Let's get into talking about some homes and properties. How do you feel about that?
Reality.
All right, I like it.
that?
I like it, Bob. Good stuff. I bet you were a lot of fun at trivia. I believe. I bet you could get into that. All right, here we are. First property of the day, the show here is Trail Drive. It's a brand new property. Trail Drive, 1.26 acres. It is located in Franklin County. If you're curious of where Franklin County, where Trail Drive would be, you would turn from Roanoke, coming 220 south, you take the first Rocky Mount exit and turn right on State Street, and then the property there is at the intersection of Trail Drive and Meadowview Avenue, which is right there just off of State Street. But 1.263 acres. This is it is zoned commercial, so it's commercial property. It's in a great location when you think about your proximity to everything that is Rocky Mount. So, love for you to come and check this out. The survey is available. It's a great spot there. Public water, public sewer available here. You get a chance to see kind of how that property lays. Nice and level. 1.263 acres on Trail Drive in Rocky Mount.
This will travel to what I think is a great property, very close to Cable 12. It's on Pine Grove Road in Glade Hill. That's going to be off Webster Road. Take a left on Pine Grove and it'll be on your right. There's some very large acreage tracts around it, so you have a lot of privacy. You have great mountain views, including the peaks of Otter. You have a nice circular drive. A slate walkway leads into the covered front porch. Well over 2,850 square feet. Have one level living. There's a good view of the nice covered front porch on this brick home. You step inside, hopefully you're going to notice a lot of updates, including 5-inch maple and hickory flooring. So you come in that covered front porch into a foyer. And on the right on this picture is a nice office. To the left is a formal dining room. Here's the office. Here's the formal dining room. The nice wood flooring. Updated kitchen, nice appliances.
Man, look at that kitchen.
A better view of the kitchen. Again, this house has been extensively updated. I have a long 4-page list of everything that has been done by the current owner. It is quite extensive. In addition to the formal dining room, you have a good-sized breakfast area, nice beams in the ceiling. Good-sized living room with a stacked stone and a masonry fireplace. Again, notice the nice wood floors. One of the major updates is converting what was a sunroom into finished square footage. There's a mini split you see up there on the left. Has nice blinds in this room, nice flooring. So the sliding glass doors were removed. And again, this is a finished area, and the peaks of Otter can be viewed from here. Again, very rural setting. In addition to the nice kitchen we showed you, there's also a mud room with a washer dryer and a second kitchen. It's also a full bath in this area, so you can come from outside through the attached 2-car garage into this mud room / kitchen. It's the second kitchen again. This is a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath home. Nice primary bedroom and 2 cedar closets. As you can see, the bathrooms have been extensively updated. Second of 3 bedrooms in the third. Nice patio. And there's great views from this property, not far off from Smith Mountain Lake. Good view of the back of the home, in addition to the circular paved drive in front. You can come into another drive, leading off that circular drive to the rear of the home, or attached 2-car garage and patio. Additionally, there's a detached one-car garage, good sized workshop as well. This was at one time a 3-stall horse barn. Now it's being converted into like a workshop or a studio. So this is the inside of what was a 3-stall barn. Obviously it has lots of power, lots of lighting. So there's just an extensive list of updates that have been done in this home. 2-car attached garage, 1-car detached. Obviously this is an aerial view of the land showing you the privacy. But this is truly an immaculate home with extensive updates. We'll be glad to show it to you, show you a survey, and give you a list of all the updates that have been done.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bob, from Pine Grove, we're going to head to Union Road. This is in Ferrum. Sits on 0.36 acres. This home was on the market just a few days and then went under contract. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a little over 1,000 square feet here. But, cozy remodeled home, quiet street there in Ferrum. It's within walking distance to Ferrum College, restaurants, etc. Features some of the new features here of this home. As I mentioned, it has been remodeled. You've got a new heat pump, you got new LED lighting, interior paint in the rooms, luxury vinyl flooring on the entry level, and new carpet there as well in the bedrooms. An updated kitchen includes new cabinets, butcher block countertops, refrigerator, and range. Let's step inside and you get a chance to see some of these updates. There's those butcher block countertops we talked about. You can see the flooring, of course, new paint. Sits on 0.36 acres here. Great location here in Ferrum on Union Road. Little creek here flows by the property. And this is Union Road in Ferrum.
So now let's travel from Ferrum to Rockbridge County. This property is somewhat near the Natural Bridge area off Interstate 81 north from Roanoke. Take exit 195 to Route 11. That's where you come to this 2-story home built in 1940 with 3.75 acres. It is under contract. Roughly 2/3 of the acreage is open. There's a lot of oak, hickory, walnut, and cherry trees on the property. So, as we said before, we frequently work with buyers and sellers in areas outside of Franklin, including this property in Rockbridge.
All right, from Rockbridge, we're going to head to Bedford County. Here we are at West Beaver Dam Court in Goodview. Bob, you like to kayak, canoe?
I do.
All right. Well, this is a great spot to do that here. Situated on the Beaver Creek, but great access here for canoeing, kayaking, even a little fishing maybe, see if we can't catch us a carp, throw on the old grill, Bob. This is West Beaver Dam Court, 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths. It does have a detached 2-car garage. Total square footage here is a little over 3,400 square feet. You can see here's the entry level here as you come around on the paved driveway. There's some really nice decks here to take in the peace and quiet that is here on Beaver Dam Court with this 1-acre tract in Goodview. We'll step inside and get a chance to see the kitchen area. Of course, laundry is on the entry level here. Went around to see that kitchen, of course, dining room, living room area. As I mentioned, 4 bedrooms and 2 full baths here. Shot of the bedrooms here on the entry level. When we think about these porches, you think about a rocking chair front porch. You don't get a better front porch for that than this one right here. Step down on the lower level, get a chance to see some of the rooms that exist there. Of course, bedroom. You got an additional dry patio here underneath that rocking chair front porch. As you can see, the garage, single car garage underneath. As I mentioned there before, there is a detached 2-car garage as well. So, you know, you just have to figure out where you want to put that canoe and kayak. But it's a great look, just a great spot here with that detached garage. Tons of possibilities here. And a few marshmallows will be roasted on that fire pit. Wow. Great set of chairs. You do see the greenhouse that's here as well. Just a great outdoor space here at Beaver Dam Courts in Goodview. You can see that access there to Beaver Creek. But, great property here in Bedford County. It's in the Hemlock Shores subdivision. All right, we're gonna come back to Rocky Mount now. We're gonna talk about a pending property here on Cromwell Drive. A great location there in the Green Oaks Estates. If you're not familiar with where Cromwell, headed out of town of Rocky Mount, past the courthouse, headed south on Main Street. You would turn right on Scuffling Hill, and then a left on Glenwood, and an immediate right on Cromwell. This home is on your left. But another great property here in the heart of Rocky Mount. A little over 3,500 total square feet. You can see the attached garage we have there. It's 3 bedrooms and 3 full baths. Come in, you get a chance to see that really nice brick masonry fireplace. A chance to see this kitchen. Second gas log fireplace here. Of course, this is down on the lower level. You get a chance to see this screened-in porch area, which is always a nice feature. Of course, the back side of the home sits on 1.1 acres here in Cromwell Drive, but you got a nice deck. Of course, you mentioned that screened-in porch there underneath, but there is a single-car garage there on the back side of the home as well. But this is Cromwell Drive in Rocky Mount.
Actually, a little south of Rocky Mount for this home on Virgil Good Highways. Has a Rocky Mount address. You're kind of going towards the Henry area of our county. Very flat, roughly a 1-acre tract. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home with a covered front porch. Total square footage is 1,461. Septic was recently pumped. And you come in that covered front porch into a good sized office, and you work your way over towards a good sized living room area. To the right is one of 3 bedrooms, a huge walk-in closet, good sized kitchen. This is a dining room area. As I mentioned, it's a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath home with 2 primary bedrooms, meaning there's a full bath off those bedrooms. There's a heat pump to heat and cool it. You're close to Philpott Lake in this location. Detached building you see here, and also there's 2 large metal buildings, 24 by 40 with a concrete floor, and one has extensive insulation. So a lot of value in these 2 buildings. I think the insulation alone was several $1,000s in the one building. So if a buyer's has a need for outstanding storage such as this, my opinion is you could buy this property and get these buildings a lot cheaper than if you were to go out and purchase them today. So again, it's a little bit south of Rocky Mount on Virgil Green Highway. 1,461 square feet, all on one level.
And here's a property on Halesfort Road in Moneta, 1.03 acres. Was on the market just a short time and went under contract. 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths. It does have a single car garage underneath. 2,700 total square feet here. We'll step inside and get a chance to see the living room area here. You've got an open living room, dining room, and kitchen area. This is a great location, not far from Smith Mountain Lake State Park. And a chance to see part of the kitchen. So we step around on the back side of the home, 1.03 acres. You see that single car garage underneath. It does have a nice deck off the back side. Gives you a chance to take in some of those great views. And this would be Hales Ford Road in Moneta, which of course is in Bedford County.
So we've seen properties in Rockbridge County, Bedford County, of course Franklin. Henry County's coming up. And a little bit west of Rocky Mount, roughly halfway between Ferrum and Rocky Mount, on the right where you find this extensively updated home at 6038 Franklin Street. Again, it's been extensively remodeled, has a new septic system, new survey, 2 mini split heat pumps. Other updates include kitchen countertops, new cabinet doors with refinished cabinets, bath upgrades, flooring, interior and exterior paint, fixtures, flooring, lighting, and landscaping, and a gravel drive. So my opinion is if buyers were to look for everything in our MLS in this area, in this price range, I don't think you're going to find a home with the number of updates or anywhere near the number of updates in this particular property. It has 1,065 square feet on the entry level, 310 up, bringing your total square footage to right around 1,375. It's a 4-bedroom, 1-bath home with 2 bedrooms and a full bath on the entry. A stacked washer dryer, updated appliances. Again, I would really welcome a buyer that can compare what else is available compared to updates in this property. Again, 2 mini split heat pumps. Updated bath as well. Upstairs is an additional 2 bedrooms. You see the updated paint, flooring as well. Very convenient to Ferrum College in Rocky Mount on Franklin Street. Again, roughly halfway between Ferrum and Rocky Mount.
All right, Bob, we'll have to update this particular one. This property just closed yesterday. This is 3 Brooks Lane in Rocky Mount. A really nice remodeled farmhouse. Sits on 5 acres, about as park-alike setting as you're going to find anywhere in the county of Franklin County anyway. Great privacy, creek. It's a 32 by 40 barn. Just a really, really great setting here. A lot of nice features to talk about. And congratulate the new owners here on this property on 3 Brooks Lane. What a great spot to hang out. Just a couple quick pictures here. Share with you. Really nice. We talked about the remodeled sort of farmhouse, and that's what we've got going here at 3 Brooks Lane. I talked about that park setting. You got to appreciate when you step outside on your front porch and you just hear nothing but the birds and the tree frogs, Bob. Hard to beat. There's that 32 by 40 barn that we talked about. Here we are.
That is an extremely private location, Steve. I've been there, had it worked there several years ago with the seller. You're right, it's very private, great location. You wouldn't even know it was there going from Rocky Mount to Boone's Mill.
That is for sure. That is for sure.
Snake your way back. Very nice property.
Tell us about this property that is available, Bob.
Well, I'm a big fan of Philpott Lake, and if you lived here, you wouldn't be far away.
Right.
Slip up to Floyd on Friday and Saturday nights and check that scene out, and not too far from the Blue Ridge Parkway. Also has 5 acres. Of course, you go past Ferrum College to the crossroads and take a left on the Henry Road, and that's where you'll find this brick home built in 1990. It's 1,456 square feet on the entry level. Also has a full walkout basement. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. The 5 acres has some mature hardwoods. This entry level has a nice large kitchen, dining room, and living room area. Also has a primary bedroom suite and 2 additional bedrooms on the entry level. Good size acreage. Always, in my opinion, always great to have a nice full basement to keep close eye on all the plumbing, electrical, your duct work, your foundation. Just keep a close eye on your property. So the basement is certainly open. You can certainly finish it if you want or use it as storage. You see the wood stove in the previous picture does have a heat pump to heat and cool it. There's a carport attached with a garage under. Again, very convenient to Philpott Lake, Ferrum College. 933 Henry Road with 5 acres.
All right, so from Philpott Lake, we're headed to Smith Mountain Lake. Here's a great property in the Lands End subdivision. This is Lands End Circle. It's on 0.32 acres, 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and a half bath. You can see the 2-car garage underneath here on the lower level. Well, this home is truly unique. 4,341 square feet. When you think about great views of Smith Mountain Lake, this is going to have to be one that ranks right up there. It's a great home. Located, when you're thinking about lake, channel marker B11, which is a great area of the lake there. Certainly something for you to consider if you're looking for a lake property. This property, when you think about amenities, it does have a deeded boat slip as well as a lift and a jet ski port. When you think about amenities there in Lands End, you've got a swimming pool, sandy beach, fire pit, boat ramp, day docks. It's all there in this Lands End subdivision. Here we are, we step inside, you get a chance to see these gleaming hardwood floors. This is a great living room area. You come around, you get a chance to see that kitchen, and it's just truly one of a kind. Tons of cabinet space. You've got the granite countertops. You've got just off to the right of this kitchen there, you've got this butler's pantry, which is always a unique feature, especially when entertaining large groups. You step inside this wonderful sunroom here off of the side of the home. There are 3 primary bedrooms, 1 on each floor. As I mentioned, this is a 4-bedroom, 4 full bath home. Here's a great covered deck patio area here off the side of the home. Tons and tons of features here. It's just, we don't have enough time to go through it all, but you can see one of the primary bedroom suites there on the upper level. Look at that clawfoot soaking tub. You just got to appreciate all these things that this home has to offer. We're down here on the lower level now, and of course you do have a 2-car garage as well as a primary bedroom suite. There is a wet bar here on the lower level as well. Just a lot of features here at Lands End Circle. Of course, you'll need a golf cart to kind of get around to take advantage of all the amenities. As I mentioned, there's day docks. You have your own deeded boat slip as well as your jet ski port. You have a swimming pool. You've got sandy beach, fire pit. Lots of things to talk about here. This is Lands End Circle in Union Hall, right on Smith Mountain Lake.
This will travel this pending property. It's a little bit south of Rocky Mount, but close enough to be on the public water system. So 2-bedroom, 1-bath home with 816 feet. Has a partial basement as well, updated deck. But the contract goes through as scheduled.
Here's another pending property on Morewood Road in Hardy. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 1,820 total square feet. So it does have a full walkout basement. A chance to see. We'll step inside and show you a few of the updates here. You can see that nice luxury vinyl flooring that's throughout the home. Great kitchen here. Step around to the back side, and this 1.68 acres. You can see that deck as well as a little covered patio there underneath. This is Morewood Road in Hardy, not far from Smith Mountain Lake.
Congratulations to these owners of this beautiful home in Liberty Heights, great subdivision, working towards Burnt Chimney. It's a great location, stunning views. Home was built in 2006, 1,842 square feet, so 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, and that's just such a great location. You're convenient to run up 2 different ways, Smith Mountain Lake, not too far from Rocky Mount. So we're glad this home sold, and it's certainly a good location in Liberty Heights. So I think we're out of time on this week's show. Jamie says, wrap it up. So thank you very much for watching Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase.